Hello, YouTube modeling community. This is Rusty Rotor with what's on the bench, I guess is what we'll call it. Cheers. So what is on the bench? This week, I've been kind of ordering some stuff. It's not come in yet. We did a trade with Mr. Jimmy Ledford. He sent me a big box of diorama stuff, miscellaneous, which is going to help out a crap ton. So again, thank you, Jimmy. I got some pieces of basswood from him. I think this one, yeah, this feels like basswood. One's a little thicker, one's a little thinner, but I think these are perfect for the face of a couple of the doors. I like ones a little rough. We will sand it down, it's a little too rough, but I like that rough texture. It'll be good for doors. I can probably get 2 doors out of each piece, and then we'll glue all the face wood onto it to make it look like a door. We got a, don't worry, I'm going to try to make this a quick video. I'm not going to dig it all out. But pretty much everything other than a few things that I'd already got and you guys have seen, like there's packages. This all came from Jimmy. A lot of different things. Because as you guys know, we got not just this diorama. I got, 3 more after this. And then I've got one I kind of want to do. It's just a spur of the moment. I saw it. It'll be a background drop type thing. And that's primarily to photograph my models on. So it's a fairly cut and dry one. Shouldn't have any issues. Again, you never know until you get into it if you need something. But I'm looking forward to that one really, really well. Really good. And when it comes time, I'll put an inspiration picture. I'll show you up here of it. It was a picture I saw at a restaurant. And I don't know if it's a real place or not. I haven't Googled it to see, but it probably is. But anyways, where we're at. So, as we all know, building 5 and 6, we've got our stucco done. We still need to do a little bit to it, not much. And on the inside, same way, our final coat. Then we need to paint up our bricks, and then we'll weather them. Right here, I got to cut out a notch and cut through the brick for the gutter drop. It'll come straight down the side of the building here, right on the edge, and it'll collect in a barrel. Let's see what else. And then we got to get everything stoned. We'll get all of our stones on here and get it to the point. So that's what we're going to be doing later today. All the other buildings, we got all the woodwork, or wood stained. Our supports stained. We got to come back with a black wash over that still. So each thing still has steps to do to complete it, but we got the basis of it done. This one's almost stone all the way. We just got a little bit here and a little bit here, and this will be done, and then back here up to that line, and then I'll have to stain this little piece of wood, and then I got to figure out my roof for building 3 and 4. So, which leads us to building 3 and 4. We've got all the wood stained. We've got to rough up the surface of the styrofoam to represent like concrete, and then we got our wood stained up here. Then once we get this done, we can get this stoned, and yeah, that'll be where we're at. This week I've been working on Cecilia herself. We did find some flaws after we primed it. We came back and we puttied in, sanded it all down again. So we're ready for primer again, which I'll probably shoot at the beginning of the week, and do another check until we get it 100%. We're not rushed for this. This is actually in the scheme of things, it's a fairly quick build, to me anyways. I mean, I know other people would, have struggles with it, blah, 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 but it'll be pretty much cut and dry. And we got our, just in case we use it, our doghouse or inner fenders all primed, both sides, ready for paint. Once we put the suspension on the frame, that'll be our first thing, is putting our suspension on the frame, kind of tacking it. We don't want to permanently glue it in yet. Verifying everything, checking everything for the right height. Then we can cut the, or notch out the bed floor to allow the tires. And then remember, we got to scratch build a wooden bed platform, and the wheel wells are made out of wood, and is the air ride box. There's like a toolbox that's made out of wood that the air ride components sit in. So we'll have to scratch build all that. But that's mainly the bulk of the work, is doing that to this, and using a drop frame and having to notch and cut out so everything sits down low. But once we get the front tires on, that'll indicate to me whether we got to cut these out, take them off, whatever. I don't know yet, but these are just tacked on so I can pop them right off, sand them down, and we'll be good. Hood's been primed and sanded, ready to go again. We'll still put another coat of primer on it. We'll let that dry, and we'll wet sand that, and then we'll be ready to do our matte black finish on all the exterior components of the truck, and as well as we'll be doing a satin finish on all the other components. That way, that is pretty much done. Then it's just time to start running the LED wires, getting everything tucked up in the truck and into a central location. Probably what we'll do is we'll use a little piece of straw. Example, like cut off a little, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, whatever we need for the distance from the bottom of the truck to the ground. Piece of straw, and we'll feed all of our wires through there. We'll paint this black so it just kind of blends in, and then all of our wires will be hidden, and then everything is done underneath the base. That's why there's two bases. They're identical. I will notch the main base underneath here for wiring and the hoses from the fountain, and this one will get notched as well, and then these will get glued together. I'll weight this down, clamp it, and then everything will be fed out back here or out back here. So remember, we got a kind of an electrical grid. I've been drawing some ideas how I want it to look, and we got a water pump that's got to sit here, and then all of our interior lighting. I have a box that all those lights plug into, so I'm sure I'm going to have to extend the wires on some of those to get them everything like in one area. So we'll have the interior lighting, exterior lighting. Exterior will be included with the truck, and then the water system all on this back wall here. And I'll probably build a box that'll enclose it so it's not even seen. Open it, hinge it somehow, open it, and I can reach in there and turn everything off, turn it on, shut it, and nobody sees all that business. So it'll stick out maybe 1.5 inches out of the back of it. So we just got to be mindful when we're setting it down not to bump that. But yeah, so you can see we're not done anything with this, but we have gotten some grass and stuff from Jimmy Ledford that we'll go ahead and get this paint, all the painted effects as far as the darker gray, the dry brushing. We can start to get all that done, and we'll get our grass down in the cracks and, dirt and debris, and get that all in there. Well, it's just going to take some time. I think I showed you this, but our pigeon cage is all done. I got to paint the pigeons today too, so I'm going to try to get the pigeons done fairly quick, and then I can get the stone on this one building. The pigeons for this are ones I already had, and I've got to cut them off the base that they're on. It's like a little log. It was a big, bust, probably I don't know, maybe 1/12 scale in size. I shrunk it way down just because it was a free file, and so I had to clip that off, and that's why I'm going to use those in here. The ones that Ernest will be making for me. Those are the ones that are going to be sitting on the ground or perched on something, or down, all the way down on the ground, picking at whatever food. But this is kind of the second star. We have a couple stars in this, let's call it film. Cecilia the Villain, featuring Dom Corleone. Get him up close. You guys can see, we shadow paint. Well, the method's called chop something, slap chop. It basically adds your shadows and your highlight areas by the method of painting, or the base painting, which is you start with black, then go with gray, and then brush or dry brush white. Those create all your natural highlights to the highest raised pieces. Now these are just mass-produced figures for train layouts, whatever. So they don't have a ton of detail, not like a 3D printed one. She's got all kinds of detail on her face, her hair, her dress, the whole 9 yards. So, but I like this guy. Remember, we talked about him before. I cut that thing out from underneath him. And what we're going to do is we're going to I'm going to make a little tray, a round tray or a little square tray. And that'll have like some bird seed in it. And he'll be sitting there, feeding his pigeons. But yeah, we're calling him Don Corleone. And he'll sit in a little wooden chair, which I'm going to make that little wooden chair up there on the roof, messing with his damn pigeons, when he should be painting the top of the building. And then we got Mrs. Corleone. She's headed to market or something. She's not having anything delivered. She's going to go to market herself. But we got her all painted as well. There's highlights and shadowing there just by doing that. And then you can come back and add more to make it look deeper and brighter. It's just a matter of mixing your colors. And yes, I use a DIY wet palette. It doesn't work that great. I am going to order an actual wet palette. I think at this point in the game, it's kind of needed. But this is his wife, and these are the owners of the red building. And, they're both probably in their 60s, early 70s. She is here. I've got to make a little, like, dog leash. She is the owner of the, I'll find him here real quick. There he is. Nope, that's a rabbit. Here he is. Of the pug. You can see, she says they're a French bulldog, whatever he is. We got to get him painted. He's got like a handkerchief around his neck. We'll come right above that a little bit and put a collar and then a leash from that up to her, up underneath her hand. She's just standing there with the dog waiting for her ride to go to market or whatever she's doing for the day. Like I said, he's up there tending to the pigeons. So that's one family. Another family is this young couple here. They live in, I think we're going to put them in the upstairs green building, which would be building number 2. That's the one where the stairs lead upstairs to it. That'll be their unit. We may have them standing up on the porch. I don't know. But this is a couple. In the real picture, the inspiration picture, if you look back through the valley, back to the building that had the 2 wooden doors, the natural stained wooden doors, you see the shadow of a man standing right at the corner, kind of out. He doesn't want to get in the picture, so he's standing there, and that's building number 3 in our scheme, and we have him done. Get the glare off of him. You can see how the shadows all help and work and blend, make everything look, a little better. I'm not the best painter at this kind of stuff, but all these little methods that I'm learning or techniques definitely are improving my game on this. And each figure I do, I get better and better and better. So hopefully by the end of this, I'll be a pro. But But yeah, he kind of looked just like the guy in the, not in the picture, but the shadow of the guy and the way the guy was standing, kind of standing back out of the shadows. If you remember, it was like this building here at the steps. He's standing like right here outside of the picture, but you can still see his one arm and his leg and his torso a little bit. So I figured out, keep it going with the theme. So we did him. The rabbit. This isn't the rabbit, but we have the rabbit in here. He's just going to kind of be probably out here towards the end of the first building by the what will be the street light. He's just a wild rabbit running around. The other dog, which is the boxer, I haven't decided who he's going to belong to yet, but we're getting there. I've lost the piece of screen. There it is. I don't want to lose that. I don't have to cut another one, paint another one, rust another one. But yeah, we get the pigeon so we can get him in the coop, and I can get the back of it on. Like I said, that piece will be done. So we have the young couple. We have the old couple. The main star of Cecilia the Villain, which is the truck. Here is his owner. We got him done. We got to do a little wash. Actually, I'm not real good with the eyes. It's so teeny tiny, it's hard to get them, perfect. But we got him repainted. And, his pants turned out really nice. His shoes. Everything's turned out good. We got to get some stuff to put in there. I'm going to probably use some dry clay or air dry clay and make like little fruits and vegetables to put in there. As is, probably I'm going to have to with the plates and saucers and cups that I'm going to need. Bottles of wine. Nobody's really stepped up and said they wanted to make any of that stuff, so it's not a big deal. We do have a plan B. Jimmy's the only one that really stepped up and said he had a bunch of stuff and would be willing to trade for it, so we did a trade, and now I got the bunch of stuff, and he got some real nice stuff too. And then his wife. She comes along with him for the deliveries. She'll be sitting in the truck. We still got to paint her. That's on today's list. Along with this will be the lady in building 1. She'll be sitting out on her balcony in a little chair. She's got her slippers on. She's just admiring the morning. Her husband, he is not him. Gotta find him, guys. He's the only one that looks that way. Where did he go? That's not him. Oh, damn it, I know. There he is. There. That's her husband. They're sitting out on the out here. I'll probably put like 2 little chairs, one in each corner. They'll be tight, but give you an example. He'll be falling off the balcony and dying. He'll be sitting there. She'll be sitting over here and enjoying the view. But that's the couple that lives in building 1. This is the couple that live up here in this building. Get you where you can see them. The young couple, they live up here. There's another couple that live, they live underneath, not the steps, but the building, go back in underneath this building here. So this would actually have like 3 buildings within one. So when you go through the, this is the entrance into that house. And we have her all redone now. She's completely done, ready to go. She will be sitting outside in the courtyard somewhere. She is one of the residents of this building. Her husband is her so-so husband. He's a businessman. Where'd he go? That's not him. There he is. There's her husband. They're both kind of young, but, you know, he'll be coming outside the door, leaving for work. She's kind of just sitting right outside the building here, from the steps, kind of checking what everybody's doing. Courtyard's going to be really busy and bustling type thing, like you would just see in a villa. You know, all the people are out and enjoying the day, enjoying each other's company. But pretty much everybody is married that lives in here and has kids, because we do have 2 kids. There's another couple that has kids. Those are the ones Ernest is going to be making me. My favorite thing, orange slices. And then just some other people that kind of just come from another street up, sitting there playing checkers, smoking cigars, drinking wine, shooting the shit. Here's our little stoop roof for building number 3, which would be right here. It goes right there. So we did the slap chop on it, and now we're just going to rust it and weather it. And then we got to build the frame that goes underneath it. That'll be built out of balsa wood, and that'll go on after this is all stoned and finished out. We'll glue it on there, and then we got a light that Ernest is going to be making that'll go right here, an exterior light. When this is all assembled, if you've ever seen them in courtyards, there's these chains coming from like 4 different angles from different buildings, and there's a light hanging in the center of the courtyard above. We're going to make that. I'm going to get the tiny scale chain. I'll make my brackets, so it'll be like a chain coming off of here and hanging down a little bit and going all the way to straight across to the other building, and then from building 1 and 2 there'll be a chain coming across, and then so on and so forth. And we're going to get a little light, or I may have to scratch build that light, and then we'll put an LED in it and run it up through the chains and to the back and tie it in, and the courtyard will have its own hanging over light. But this building here, which is the red building, I think it gets a light here, kind of like a shop, the old antique shop lights with the gooseneck stem coming off of it. That's what I kind of want for that there. Lighting up the face of this one. Each unit will have a mailbox, so there's little spots of detail. This main building here will get an exterior light coming off of here, kind of light up the patio or the stoop. And then again, it'll have a mailbox up here, right below the light, a mailbox down here for this building, and then there'll be a mailbox that goes on the steps, which it's already there, guys. That little cutout that's painted green there, that's their mailbox. You know, this is open up underneath the steps. It's kind of part of their entryway, so they can get their mail through that or what have you. They don't live under the steps, although that'd be kind of funny. And then let's see. So there's 1, 2. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. I think there's 3 or 4 little exterior lights. We'll have the light over the courtyard, and then all the backlighting in of the buildings. Some won't be lit up, but a few will be. And then the truck being lit up. So, and then the actual working water fountain. What else did we get done? I would like to incorporate Fat Bastard in there somewhere. He needs some more painting. I just don't know. You know, there's different types. Like, she has a jacket on. Mrs. Corleone has a jacket on. Going to market, he has a jacket on set up on there. But they are older, so they get colder faster. She has a sweater on. So it's not like super summer. Young guy, he's got a t-shirt on. But, he's younger. It doesn't bother him as bad if it's a little chillier in the air. He's running around, no shirt on. So, probably won't incorporate him in this one, but we will find one to put him in. Probably at the drag strip. We'll have him standing up out in the drag strip. We don't know. Just guessing at this point. But yeah, so that's pretty much where we've gotten. I want to get, this lady done. She goes in the truck. And we have a lot of others for other dioramas and a few more for this one. Because like I said, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 houses within the 3 sections of the building. So that's 8 couples. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Have to get his wife out and get her painted. That's 5. So we got 3 more couples to create. And like I said, 2 of the couples have got kids. And then just the people will be sitting out in the courtyard. Their friends, they come up to visit them for the day or whatever, hang out. So it's going to be a bustling little community with a lot of interest going on, a lot of detail, plates and cups. And if I can manage to make a 1/25th scale silverware to set on the table, the little tables, all the curtains in the windows, and all the woodwork, and all the flowers and vines and plants, and just the whole beauty of it all, the bright colors on the shutters and doors, which will tie it all together. And not in a very big place. Like I said, it's got a great point of view to it. A lot of eye candy, I call it. It's attention grabbers. It draws your eyes to look and see all the detail, the pigeons and what's going on the roof, and all the little details that'll be up there, and then down on the ground, all the details there, and then also there's all these people, and they're all doing different things. A bunch of old guys standing around playing checkers, I found the same scale as these people here, O scale, which is 1/25th scale. There's a set on Amazon of some old guys sitting at a barrel playing checkers. There's like three or four people. I think there's an old dog laying there in the barrel and the checkerboard set. They're already painted. Those are painted a lot better than what these were, so that I could probably get by with just maybe some touch up and adding some highlights and lowlights where needed, and they can sit right into the thing. They're like $27, so $29. I got Prime, so it's free shipping. Sorry guys, this hat makes my head itch, my face itch. So I got it in my cart. So as soon as I get the few extra dollars, I'm going to order it. That'll take care of that one particular piece I was wanting. Now I need some squirrels in different positions. Lots of little different types of birds, 1/25th scale, that I can place here and there. Just various things. And if, like I said, again, I'm throw it out there again. If somebody does want to get involved in this, if you scratch build the stuff and you want to paint it, I have no problems with that. I will incorporate that in there. Your name will go in the diorama. If you want to just make it and send it to me, I'll paint it, put it in there. Your name's still going on the diorama. Jimmy's will go on here. Ernest's name will go on here. Just for the stuff they donated, and Jimmy donated quite a bit and then traded for some stuff, so his name's going to go on it. Ernest is definitely going to go on it. So it's kind of like a group project. But again, just let me know. Send me an email. Let me know you want to get involved. We can communicate. I'll let you know what I need. You can let me know if you can do any of that. If you already have any of that. And how far you want to go with it. If you want to do the painting on it and you want to, I have no problems with any of that. You send that to me, and we'll get it put in here, and your name will go on the around the bottom, along with hopefully others. Group project. But if not, it's cool. I'll have a lot more extra scratch building to do, especially I know when it comes to little plates and saucers. those would be very easily to be 3D printed. But then again, I've loaded Ernest up with a lot already. He's got other stuff he wants to do, and I don't want to take every bit of his free time. And he has other stuff that he has to do, so we have that again. That's why I'm asking if somebody else wants to get involved that can do 3D printing or is really good at scratch making, that kind of stuff, that wants to get involved, just hit me up. Let me know. If not, then I'll just keep plugging away what I was doing, and we'll get it done. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Where we're at, kind of how everything is. Sorry, there's not a lot done to the. I was going to get the stones done on all of them. Then I got going on these people, rabbit hole. But we're going to take a break from these people after, we get the dogs painted, and the couples that we have now, that I have out. After they get painted, then I'm done with the people for right now. I'll come back to them. I want to get the buildings done where I can walk away from the whole thing, and we'll focus on getting this beautiful 52 done. It's very clean. I'll show it to you again. I found no flaws anywhere in my work, which was amazing. The only thing I really missed was spots of getting putty in there, and my eyes aren't the best, so doing this process, even though it's grueling and it's a lot of work, it helps me achieve a better finish. So now, like I said, we're ready to hit it with primer again and see if I missed anything else. If I didn't, it'll be a final wet sand, and we'll be ready to do the body, get the body done, and we can bag it up and put it away for the time being. And then I can really focus on the chassis and the suspension. And when that's all put together, we'll get our bed floor notched out. We'll get all the bed scratch built in, our box, get our air ride in there. We can get everything plumbed, and we can stop there. And then do our engine, get our engine detailed up a little bit. We're not doing a whole lot to it, but we are going to do a few things to it. Get the engine in it, and then we can start getting our wires ran, tucked up in here where they can't be seen. Get everything centrally located and then fed down so we can feed it down through the diorama base. And then we'll have the truck done. It's going to be pretty much cut and dry on that. The rest of the work is going to be like you see here, painting all these people. There's whatever I said, 8 or 9 couples just for the buildings, and then or the tenants of the buildings. Then you got the people that have just come out and congregate in the courtyard, and then all the landscaping stuff. I mean, that's vines, because there's a crap ton of vines and flowers, all different colors: white, yellow, red, pink, purple, ivy vines, planters with flowers. And I did prime some of those planters. I got them back there, so I got some of those to paint. Just different, plants sitting around, and we got to get Ernest to make us a wagon cart, or maybe I get somebody to make me a wagon cart, or we're going to have to scratch build it too, and that'll take a long time. Anyways, rabbit hole. All these little key pieces, these are just key pieces of interest. This is what gets people standing there going, wow, look at that, look at all this. That's what I love about dioramas. They suck me in. I can stand there and look at them for hours. I want to achieve that where everybody wants to stand there and look at this for hours. And like I said, it's going to go up here on the wall. I can look at it every day, all day when it's all done, and we're going to move on to the next thing. So, with that being said, you guys have a great weekend. It is Friday. We'll see you Monday, Tuesday next week. Trying to do between 1 and 2 videos. Just depending on how things go. We'll see you there, and we'll get you caught up to speed. Right now, this is primarily what I'm working on. Revell did contact me back. It's going to be about 6 weeks before I get the glass for the Pro Street Mustang. So that project's on hold till we get the glass. Shorty is on hold till I get the pictures from Justin, and the kits come in to give me the grill. But we're going to move forward with the body. Probably get it in primer next week, and start getting it masked off for paint, so we can get that part of it done too. And just the rest of it, we gotta wait on, because I do got to scratch build the rear leaf springs and a couple of things I wasn't expecting to do. I'm gonna have to do, as always. But that's it. Now you guys you've heard everything. Nothing new. You guys get a minute. Remember, always down below. Market Hobby Nut Models, Ryan Jones, Z-Force Model Works, MGSF, Perfect Parts for Modelers. He's down below. They all have great items, all different things. You guys hit them. Hit those links. All those links down there don't do nothing for me. It's just a way for you to find them. Market Hobby Nut Models, like I said, it's pennies on the dollar. And so far, I mean, nobody's bought anything. And that's goes back to the beginning when he was our full sponsor. That was our issue. Nobody was using Link. Not nobody. There's a few people that did, and I'm grateful for those people that did. But it wasn't getting used like we were hoping. The name of the game is, I rub your back, you rub my back, and it's beneficial for me. It'll be beneficial for you. That didn't work, and that's why we lost a sponsor. And even now, just as an affiliate, because I'm notified when it does. Nobody's using it. Guys, it's a great shortcut. All these other guys that are sponsored by Mark out there, and you'll see Mark's emblem on their channel when they're doing a video. People are left and right hitting that thing, buying stuff, supporting the channel they're watching. And for some reason, they don't want to hear, and that's fine. I'm not complaining about you guys. It's just, it's nice to know that I'll have $5 or $10 to cover shipping, and I can bring something for the channel that we can review and build and see me do something with it. I don't even have 2 cents in there. I don't have any cents anyway, so there's that. But yeah, if you guys get time, hit those links down below. It'll take you to their sites. Look over their stuff. If you can and you want to, pick up something from Hobby Nut Models. He's got everything you need. Ryan Jones got great wheels and tires. Of course, the great brakes that go in those tires and wheels. MGSF's got the trans kits, the 2 of them, the S600 or 6000, whatever it is, for the little Honda, and the Gullwing Mercedes. Not to mention all the other cool little tiny parts he makes, keys, ignitions, door locks, tire stems, air jacks for, like, if you're into Formula One. You pull in the pit and it raises the car up so I can change the tires. The center caps for those lock rings for those tires. All kinds of goodies these guys have. You guys just need to go check them out. And if you want to get involved in this diorama, just hit me up in an email. I'm not asking one other person to do a bunch of stuff. It can be as simple as you want to 3D print the squirrels. That's fine. I don't care. It's all just a little bit, and it helps. And if you don't, that's fine too. I can't say that enough. It's not that I'm demanding this. I'm asking this. So if you would like to, fine. If you don't, also fine. We will carry on, and we will roll with it. I just thought it'd be a good way, because there's how many times I've sat down and watched people's videos like, man, I'd really like to get in on that and help. But then, I step back and think, well, I don't have any of that. I can't do that. I don't have nothing to offer. So, I just can't. And that very, very well may be the whole ordeal here. It's too big. I was looking at something thinking that would be good for something else, but it's not. It's too big. Anyways, anywho, just let me know, guys. Again, don't stress yourself about it. If you're able to, fine. If you're not, fine. We've got, I meant to show you this at the beginning of the video. We have this kind of template here. I think this came from a set of rotors, photo etch. So, if I was to hold a guy here, you can see that plate is way, way, way too big. That middle plate is about appropriate for a dinner plate. So I can use this and make my templates, and I can make them either out of styrene or air clay. I have a couple packs of air dry clay, so You know, I've got options. I just trying to save time to keep moving on and all that. But again, guys, don't worry. I know a lot of you. I do get emails saying, "Oh, I wish I could help. I just can't." There's no. It's not needed, guys. If you can help, send me an email, and we can talk about what you want to do or what you can do and the amount and all that. So, till then, guys, this is Rusty Rotor. I'm out.